Hey guys, good morning. We hope you learned a lot today, and 12 these 2 hours is enough because last time it was not. Try as much as you can to absorb everything because after this session we will run another one, but that is more focused on pivot table, VLOOKUP, those topics. Okay, so it's better to understand this basic so that you will be ready for that next Saturday. Yeah. Thank you, Wilson, for sharing your knowledge as always on Excel. We hope we continue this.
Thank you, Sherry. Good morning, everyone.
Morning.
There's no energy. Good morning.
Good morning. Energy.
It's a weekend, no? We should be energetic. So, thank you for coming for Excel classes. Don't feel that it's very basic things, but definitely instead of calling it a basic, I can call it as an essential. I mean, whatever you require in a day-to-day job, you require these basic things. Unless you have this knowledge, so it's very difficult to absorb later advanced things. So here what I'm going to show is, there is no PowerPoint slides or anything, no presentation, it's directly on Excel. I'll be doing real-time examples on the Excel, and I'll show how we can do different things in your day-to-day job. Meantime, if you have any questions, you can ask, or if you have any examples or something which you want to see how we can do that in Excel, you can ask me in between. There is no fixed format. I mean, I'll be going in a way which I feel that it is useful. Or if you think that something else to be learned, you can stop me and we can do something else. Okay? So here, today we are going mostly on where all things are available. There is a menu options and where you can go to do certain things, and how to add the Excel sheets, and how to delete it, how to set the password and things like that. And in the later class, maybe next week or something, they are scheduling, there we'll have advanced topics like VLOOKUP or pivot tables, if else, and multiple if else conditions, some ifs and things like that. And even the dynamic array functions, formulas which are new in Excel, we can see those things as well. I mean, it's not a small things that we can restrict it to the 2 hours or 4 hours classes. This is actually a continuous learning. I mean, Excel is not limited to you learn today 2 hours here and just forget about it. So you will forget everything. So you should practice it. I mean, every day, whenever you do in Excel, just right click on Excel interface, you will see a lot of options coming in. Just click on that and see what you can do with that. It is not just, I cannot show you everything. There are more than, what I know is more than 15,000 or 18,000 functions in Excel. So it is impossible to learn everything. Maybe if you learn 100 to 200 things, different functionalities in Excel, it's more than enough for us to survive. Okay. So let us start. I mean, I'll be just showing on the screen only, so I won't be doing any presentations, thing like that. Okay. Let us start now. So, is anyone never used Excel here? Everyone knows Excel, right? I mean, some.
For me, basic only.
No. Not seen Excel or anything. Okay. You all know how to open Excel, right? Okay, we'll start with that. So when you open it, okay, we'll open a new one. Okay, installs. So when you open Excel sheet, so Excel file, so you will come with maybe a sheet 1 or 3 or whatever based on the setup what you have in the system. So this is this we call it as a ribbon, where you have different options. You can see the cursor, right? I mean, here under Home tab, you see most of the things which you commonly use, like the font settings, alignments, and conditional formatting, and all those things. Under Insert, you will have something like the picture, insertion of pictures, charts, and things like that. So the individual items I will explain you when we go to that particular topic. So here just I'm giving you an overview. Under page layout, you can set the margin, orientation, size of the page, like A4 size or whatever, and even setting the print area. Print area means, suppose you have a big page and if you want to print only certain things, so you can set a area here and you can say print area. So you can set the print area. So only this part will be printed. So those things. And under formulas, you will see all the formulas. And here you can see under AutoSum or financial formulas. And under data, it is more of a advanced one. Like you can get the data from a different system, maybe from different databases and like that, or maybe a text file or from other Excel file, you can link it. That maybe we will not be seeing now, so just a bit of advanced one. Okay, so this we call it as a ribbon. This ribbon can be customized. See, it's not necessary that you will be using in the same format. It is just like that. Suppose if you are driving a car, you will adjust your say side mirror or whatever, the seat and things like that, because manufacturer cannot build a car suiting to everyone, right? I mean, they will build the car at a particular size. Maybe the seat setting which I drive is not suitable for Sharfo. Definitely he'll push it back. So that's how here also in Excel we can modify this interface. Suppose if you are using certain things very often, you can add it here. This we call it as a quick access toolbar or QAT. So these are things, if you see in your Excel, you will find very less, right? You may not be seeing all this. Are you seeing this? Only maybe you will have this save, do, undo, right? So you will be seeing only this one or two options like save, undo, do, things like that. So these things which I have added is for easy access. Suppose if I am doing certain things here, if I want to do a sort option, sort, normal scenario, I mean, suppose if I am here and if I am doing some number, if I am at home page, if I want to sort this, in normal scenario, what I have to do is we have to go to the data tab, then go here and click this, correct? Is that how you do? So that means you should be clicking. Again, if I want to go back to home tab, again I have to click here. That means I have to click 3 times. Once here, again of the data, then click here, then again go back to home tab. So if I have this same button here, suppose if I am here, so this is always available. If I am here at this menu option or here or wherever I am, it is always available and I just click on this. How to add that is, say if I want a sort button, you go here on the data, I just right click on this and say add to quick access toolbar. You can do it when I am explaining this. So that it will get added there. Whichever option, I mean, suppose if I want this one, descending order, since I already added, so it is showing, if I don't want this one, I can just remove it. I don't want this one, I don't want this one, I can remove it. If I come here, right click, and I can add it to quick access toolbar, so it's got added here. If it is already added, it will grayed out, okay? It will not. So whichever you are using very frequently, just right click on any option and say add to quick access toolbar. This one, this first option.
Go to the
Is it okay, Hamada? It's fine, add it. So it may look very simple, but think of a situation, say instead of 3 clicks, you did this in 1 click. That means you are saving 66% of your time. In a day, you will be clicking maybe 100 or 1000 times. So you are saving maybe 100 clicks. So actually you are saving a lot of your list thing also. Each click will make you suffer from that.
once again, if you can repeat.
See, suppose why I added this is, if I am here, if I want to sort this, what I have to do is I have to go to the data tab and go here, click this. Okay. Again, if I want to do something, again I have to come back to home tab. That means you should be clicking 3 times, right? So if I have this button here only always, so I can just click here now. So this doesn't change anything. Here, if I am doing something on the home tab, Say I am doing something bold, italic and all those things here. If I want to do the sort, again you have to go back here and come. So just to avoid that, you can have those buttons here. These type of customization yourself, you can do it. Whichever you are using very frequently, you keep it there at the top. And everyone asks for the shortcut in Excel. Actually, even if I give a list of things, very difficult for you to memorize that. So it should be what you should be doing is just press the Alt button. Alt button. So it will show up whatever the shortcuts there. Right? So it is showing you say under data it's showing you A. Just press A there. So it will go to the data tab. When you just highlight this any of the menu options, it will show you what is the Alt shortcut. Suppose if I want to do the sum. So just press Alt equals. So keep the cursor here. Alt equals. It will sum it. Okay. So no need to memorize that. So just keep the cursor here. It will show you what is the shortcut. See this. Alt equals. Alt plus equals means press the Alt button and press the equals. Yeah.
But I need to highlight it first, right?
No, if you keep the cursor here, which one?
Need to highlight it before.
To submit?
Yeah.
No, not necessarily. Suppose if I am here, Excel understands that it has to submit from there, from the beginning. Suppose if I just press Alt equals, so it's showing you. But if there is a break here, suppose if it is there is nothing here, and if you press Alt equals here,
Should not work.
yeah. So in this case, either you can manually edit this F9. Instead of F9, you make it F5, correct? Or you just drag this one. So there is at the corner, you can just drag this to the, I think in my PC there is a recording going on, there is a team meeting. So that's why actually it's lagging thing. You will see a different plus sign here, just drag it up. Are you able to do that? And suppose something else, you want to go to certain certain cells here. Maybe it is at the very end, at the down. So one way is you can just go down like this. Instead what you can do is just type here, maybe I want to go to the cell A100. Just A100 and press. So it will go to the A100. Okay. And if you want more screen space here, so you want to hide this sometimes, right? Suppose maybe you want to see more data, you can press Ctrl F1. So that, and again Ctrl F1, it will hide and show the ribbon. Okay? Yeah. So again, once again to unhide. And again, if you have a function here, there is a function button here. If you have function button, just function and there is a escape button, first you press it. So that function will be disabled. Then you use the Ctrl F1. Whenever you use the Excel, see if there is function means this function always, this blue colored one, we have to press the function and then use it. If you want to use F2 also, you have to press function and F2. Instead, what you do is function and press the lock key.
It's going to the volume. It's going to the volume. Control F1 is going to the volume only.
No. You see the function in the new keyboards. You have this function. Yeah. This is just to add more function to the same button. So whatever is there in the blue color, that will be activated when you press the function key. Just to disable the function key, what you have to do is function and this escape. There is a lock here, right? Under the escape. First you press that. Then it will work as a normal keyboard. F1 means F1 only, not a function F1.
Okay.
Because when you use Excel, always you require these function keys. F2, if you want to edit the cell, if you want F2, Control F1 to this. Again, always you have to use function key, otherwise.
But even the blue text function control is here.
See, in my control F1 is disabling, right? So if I enable this function and this is the lock, if I do this one, this control F1 will not work because it is working the volume, because the blue one. In that case, I have to do what is control function and this one. Instead of that, what I'll do is I'll disable the.
I found it.
You found it?
Control F.
Yeah. What?
But you know, this deactivate.
No, you can deactivate this so that it will, you don't require to press function any time. See, I just can do the control and F1. That is because I disabled this function and function key.
Okay. Got it.
So you can reduce one key. Sure. Okay. Yeah. Bit different. Okay. Whatever you want. See, if I press control F1 in a normal scenario, it will give you in the volume.
Yeah, it's easier.
Volume. So if you press control function and F1, control function and F1, it will work. Okay. So otherwise, you can do what you can do is permanently to avoid that function. You can press function and escape. Function and escape in the beginning, so that will be disabled. That function key.
So then, how to retain?
Again, once again. Same. Yeah.
So retain again function and escape.
Yeah. Okay.
Go to.
It will come.
Again press the same thing. Control F1.
Yeah.
No, control F1.
Not control, function F1. Function escape. Okay? I'll show you later. That's not important now, right? Okay? Okay, we'll come back to the topic. Okay, here, if you want to add more sheets, what you normally do to add more sheets? Now you can see only one sheet here, right? So normally you do. So there are multiple ways to insert the sheet. You can go and right click and insert. But this is a long way because you have to come to this screen again, press OK. Instead just press F plus sign here. So just keep adding it. Okay. All okay? Yes. Yeah. I was just showing how to add the sheet. It's okay? Yeah. So to add the sheets, just click on this plus sign. Okay. Suppose if I want to hide the sheet, suppose I don't want this sheet 4. So right click here and click on hide. If I want one more to be hidden, right click and hide. If I want multiple sheets to be hidden, so one way is you can press the control button, sheet 2, sheet 3 and sheet 6 and right click and hide it. Okay, that is control. Pressing control and clicking that, it will do the multi-selection. If I want to unselect this multi-selection, just click somewhere else. Okay, just click on the other button. Suppose if I want to select all the sheets here, you can press sheet, press the shift button, shift and press here. So it will select everything. So control will individually you can select it. You can choose, but shift means it will select from the beginning till the end. Wherever you are clicking. Suppose if I want to select from, see control means control sheet 2, sheet 6, like that you can, not a continuous one. You can select individual sheets. If I want to select everything up from sheet 2 to 5, I can press shift button and then press shift 5. That means in between everything will be selected. This is useful. Suppose if you want to hide 10 sheets, no, you have to click 10 times. Instead you can do this. Okay. So here right click and hide. Suppose if I want to unhide, click somewhere here and unhide. Here you can press the shift and down arrow or whatever, or select the sheet whichever you want to hide. Again same principle. If you press the shift, it will be continuous one. Shift and down arrow, up arrow. So you can unhide together. Again, okay. See, now I hidden all the sheets, right? I want to unhide. Previously, we were to use one by one. Now, there in Excel it is allowing you to do multiple selection. So select this, press the control button to select individual sheet, or you can press sheet 2, then shift key, then press shift 5 or whatever. Everything will be selected. You just click it. Okay. And if you want to rename it, rename the sheet. Suppose if I want to say maybe this is sales. There are multiple ways. One is you can right click and rename. Sorry?
Double click.
Yeah, there are multiple ways actually. In Excel, no, same thing can be done in many ways. So, easy way is just double click.
Shift.
Sales. Not, this is maybe cost. This is maybe expenses. So, this is a easier way. Okay. Again, you have a big file and you have multiple sheets there. You want to highlight some tab, so you can just change the color. Sales, maybe we can change the tab color to maybe green. And maybe cost, you can change it as a right click and make it say maybe red. My expenses, maybe tab color, maybe blue. So this is useful. Suppose if you have a big sheet, immediately without reading, no, with the color you can go to that particular sheet. Okay. Any doubt?
So multiple selecting is shift.
Shift. Press the first sheet and then press the shift button. Then whichever the last sheet you have to select. Okay. Okay. Now. So you have so many sheets. If I want to go to a particular sheet, how do you go? Suppose you have say 50 sheets. Normally how do you go to that sheet? You will click here this way, one by one. Okay. Other way is just click here. Here on the right, on the arrow button. No, here there is an arrow button here, right? So just right click on this. It will show off all the sheets. Okay. Click any sheet and click.
To unhide.
Not unhide. To go to that sheet. Suppose you have 100 sheets. You are at sheet number 1. To go to the 100 sheet, how do you go? You cannot just use the page up or page down. In vehicles department and all, you have one sheet for one vehicle. So you have 300 sheets. And if you want to go to particular sheet, it's very difficult, right? So if you list out and you just click here. Suppose if I want to go to sheet number 14.
So how many sheets we can go maximum? Many? Like even 1,000 sheets also?
Yeah, again.
Huh?
Yeah, previously it was 256. I think now it can go 1,000 above. Is all okay? Everyone fine? Okay. Suppose if I want to go to the first sheet.
Make each employee one sheet.
If I want to go to the first sheet, just press the control and press this one. It will come to the first sheet. Control and the left arrow. Control and the right arrow. Right arrow will take you to the last sheet. This one, this left arrow here. Left, not the keyboard. This left arrow here on the screen. There is a left. Yeah. Because all these things you normally will not be knowing, but it saves a lot of time for you, right? And this is one way of going to that particular sheet. This was the old method. Now in the new Excel, maybe many of not be having that. You can go to this review tab, not review, where is that? View tab and click on navigation. You have this option. In the new Excel only you have this. On the view tab, there is a navigation.
Yeah.
Yeah, here you can go to the sheet. whichever you want. Okay?
Navigation.
Yeah.
View. ഇല്ല ഇത് 1942
Tapos yung mga dati ko parang hindi ko siya
See, navigation is under view. Under view, navigation. So here the advantage here is, so it will show you the hidden sheet also here. See this expenses is not shown here, correct? Expenses is hidden, but here expenses is shown, but it is in the grade format, disabled, right? So, but still you can see what is there in that.
Okay.
Okay. See, suppose if I want to go to a particular sheet and to a particular data. So now if I want to go to sheet 10, in sheet 10 suppose if I have many data, so I can click on this, so it will go to the particular data only. So this is the new way of navigation. This is easier actually. Yeah, not seen? Okay. Okay, so you can close. So not only that, you can search here. Suppose if you know the sheet number, maybe your vehicle number, maybe the sheet name, correct? So you can search for with that and you can go to that particular sheet. Suppose if you have hundreds of sheets. So all clear up to here? Okay. So this is about navigation and adding sheets. And okay, I just want to show delete sheet also, you know, right? Delete sheet is again right click and you can delete the sheet.
Once delete cannot be retained, right?
No, you can't. Is there any doubt so far? It's okay. Okay. Okay, let us format this sheet. Okay, say you may have some data like this. So this is an inventory list. There is a heading here for the report, and there are the column headings as well here. Okay, we want to make a proper format for this. So what all can be done, we'll see. First thing is, see these columns are not visible fully, correct? That is because these column widths are not proper, right? So, some places you may see something like this, right? I'll show you. See this way. This is because there is no space here. So how do we make it space here? One thing is you can just drag this one. You can drag column by column, but this is going to take time. Suppose if you have say 20-30 columns, so it's not advisable. Other one is you select this in this corner, this arrow, this triangle. There's a triangle at this here, right? Between A and 1. Click here, this will select everything. Now you just click any of the column, this line. Yeah, this will widen up to the maximum, whichever data is maximum in that column. So that will. So you click here at the corner here.
Okay.
So this will select. Say.
Okay, this okay.
So this is one other way is you can select here. See, you can select from here to here this way.
Yeah. Otherwise.
So easy method is you click here at the corner, this intersection of A and 1, and then.
If you want to select the part only the other way.
Yeah, you can select that way. So you just click here. So after doing that, if you are not happy with this, you can make it wider also. Okay. Okay. Now we know this inventory list. This one is a header of this list. So normally you want this to be at the center, correct?
Yes.
So how to do that is select this.
That button, top. No.
Which one?
Top. Yeah.
This one.
The second line.
Yeah, but see, instead what you can do is say you can do the merge and center. So this will come to the center.
Margin center.
Okay. So normally you want this to be a bit bigger font, right? You can increase the font size. Either you can type it here, increase the font size here, or you can click here to increase or decrease. This will increase, this will decrease, correct? And if you want to make it italic, I. Again, for this, the shortcuts are say Control B, Control I, Control U. See, when you keep the cursor there, no, it will show you. Maybe the next time you don't click there. Use the short key only. Okay? And if you want to highlight that, fill that, you can click here. So now, this is done. Now, this is the header again, right? So before that, you select everything. How do you select everything? Control A. Control A will select everything. Now we'll go to the border and we'll make a thick border or whatever if you want to. See, this one again, if I am using all borders all the time, no, I can add this to here. See, I added already here. Because what happens, see, if I am using all border once, and again I want only the thick border, again no border, you have to do selection every time because it's just changed, no? So all those things you keep it at the top, whichever you are using. See, normally you will use maybe 10 functions regularly. Those 10 you keep it there. So that you can change it. Over time if you want to do something else, you can do it. Done? Now, unit cost, normally I want with the decimals, right? So I can select here, click this one. So it will give you the decimals. And if I want to reduce or increase the decimals, so you can click here to increase the decimals, say, or you can reduce it here.
So now merging the center, decimals and what else will learn?
Here, what I did is, again, this one also we'll make it, so if I press here, no, it will center within that column only. It will not merge everything, no, within that it will merge, and I will make it, say, bold, okay? And here, to go to the end of the cell, so you can press the control and down arrow. Control and down arrow. See, if I want to go to the control and up arrow will take you to the beginning, and control and down arrow to the end. Control and down arrow. When I say no, you can try it out. So if there is a doubt, you can. See, I am at the cell G2 now, right? Here. So just to come to the down, you can press control down arrow. Suppose if I want to select and till the end, control shift down arrow. Control shift down arrow will select and come to the end. Okay?
Like some codes, no, like control C is copy, control P is paste. So there is like shortcuts, similar shortcuts for.
Yeah. Everything is there. No, say I have a file. I will send you that later. See, I have all this. Okay. I will send you after the class. Okay. Now, how to put the? Now we know this is a amount column, right? We will put the total. How to put the total?
Auto sum.
Okay.
Alt equal to.
No. We just learned what is the shortcut.
Alt equal to.
Alt.
Yeah, try it out. Yeah. Which one works?
Alt
Alt equal to.
Total of the column. Yeah, sum. There are multiple ways. You can press equal sum.
Yeah, just put the column and alt.
Sum, and you can type the tab. And again you can select everything.
Alt equals.
So alt equals. So whichever shortcut you learn, no, keep using that. Even though you may find that same option there, instead of going there and clicking it, start using the shortcuts. So then you will memorize that. Okay. Okay, now I am here now, but I am lost what column it
But
is.
it's coming
Right?
the wrong answer, no? Or equals.
You have the other sheet which I sent you. You can try that. Huh? Multiples. See from where to where it is selecting. See the range. From which cell to which cell it is added. Huh? It is added only 3 cells, no? Okay? Okay.
ഈ പേജില്ല മതി പേജില്ല അതിൽ 30 വർഷമായിട്ട് അത് ശരിക്കൂടി വായിച്ചിട്ട്
If you find it, it is something, some error in the formula, no? You can just press F2. When you press F2, no, it will show you what all it is selected. F2. Then press escape.
ഇതെല്ലാവർക്കും മെയിൽ ഒന്ന് പോകും
എക്സൽ ഷീറ്റിൽ അയച്ചത് അവർക്ക് ഷെറിലിനാണ് ഷെറിലിന് ഷെയർ ചെയ്തതല്ലേ ഓക്കെ സപ്പോസ് if you want to see the formula inside that, if you are done we can go to the next. Done? Yes.
F2 function F2.
Yeah, F2 is, no, function F2 is, if you are disable the function, then you just press F2. If you press the F2, no, it will show you what formula it is used there. And also the range it is used. So you can go on. But here, one problem is, see, I am here, but I don't know which column it is. Again, every time I have to scroll up and down, right, to see that column. So what we can do is, we'll freeze that. That means we'll keep this always visible. To keep that always visible, keep the cursor here, which cell you want. I want these to be visible all the time, the first and second row. So in the third row you keep it here, go to view and here freeze pane and freeze pane.
View, please.
Yeah. Okay. So now, see, you can see the line here, right? There is a line. That means it is frozen. So whenever, even if you come down or up or whatever, that is always there. Otherwise, suppose if you have, say, 1,000 lines, every time you have to go up and see which column it is. Because both look similar, right?
Okay.
Whether you don't know this is quantity or this is sold quantity or this is received quantity. Again, you have to go up and... If it is too basic and if you know already, so you can tell me, we can move it fast. So, okay, how do we, suppose if I want to filter certain items here, suppose I want only the location which is DXB1. So,
Please listen. How to freeze 2 lines?
yeah. Don't use the, see, suppose if I want to freeze the up to 5 lines, so keep at the 6th line, okay? If I want to freeze 2 lines, you keep the cursor at the 3rd line. And here, don't use the freeze top row, use this one. I will say unfreeze, now also, don't use this one. Freeze top row means only 1 row will be frozen. Freeze row means how many rows you selected, that many will be frozen. Okay? See, I am at the 3rd row here, right? Suppose if I am at the 5th row, how many will be frozen? Yeah.
Inventory is central.
I'll go freeze and freeze.
Sorry, how to unfreeze?
Now go there and unfreeze. Just here. Once it is frozen, then there will be unfreeze option comes. Okay? In some cases, you want to freeze the column also, right? Suppose this may be item number and you have more columns here. Suppose if I want to freeze 2 rows and 1 column, I have to keep the cursor here. I just highlight it where it's. if I keep the cursor here and freeze it, what happens is it will freeze 2 rows and 1 column. Okay, whatever in the left of that, whatever at the top of that, it will be frozen.
Why is inactive showing in this laptop?
Which one?
This or freeze.
Please and the view.
You were on the formula actually. The formula was not completed. You were editing the formula. Okay. Now my cursor is at B3. B3 here. This color, no. So that means the rows above that and rows left to the, columns left to that will be frozen. You try it out. Whenever I explain, you just try it yourself. So don't use this top row will be for just 1 row. Or freeze first column is just to freeze 1 column. But not all the time we require some more columns or more rows sometimes. So you better select yourself and say freeze panes. So now if I go left here, see that item number is constant, correct? And even if I come down, your header is constant.
Right is also constant.
Yeah. So that's what we did. No, see, you can see this line. See, one line you can see, right? Little different this border, and here also you can see the 2 lines. So now you can go and unfreeze also if you don't want. Okay. Shall we move on?
Yes.
Okay. Now, if I want to, if I want only the line items which belongs to location DXB1, how do we do that? Yeah. I want to get the data only of this DXB1. So we use the filter, right? So how do we put the filter? You select here, come down everything, then go and I put the filter here, or you go to the data, then you put the filter, right? This one, right? Then you go here, then you select the DXB1. So this is bit long method. So what you can do is Control Shift L. Control Shift L will put the filter. Again once more you do it, that will unfilter. Control Shift L. L like okay. Now if I want only DXB1 in that, how do we filter? You go here and you unselect everything and only DXB you keep it, right? But this may not be the efficient way. So I'll just remove everything. So to remove the filter, suppose you put the filter for say 5-6 different columns. And to remove the filter, you instead of going to every column, what you can do is remove the filter itself, then you apply the filter. Then everything is gone at one stroke. Suppose you filtered on the item number, description, location, everything.
The same switch.
Yeah, Control Shift L, yeah. See now, easy method to filter, suppose DXB1. Just right click on this and say filter. Filter selected value. See, on its own it will put the filter, it will select everything. Otherwise what I have to do, we have to put the filter, go to that list. If the list is so big, again you have to select and do it. Anything? Great.
If they want.
No? Yeah, as if we can ask.
You finish this
Okay.
topic.
Are you okay with this? Yes. So this also many people may not be aware.
This is okay. This is
Where is Zai?
very normal.
See, he took my. Yeah, Zai. He said he will be. Yeah.
I will call you.
Guys, want to have a short break?
You want break now or after half an hour? Or
After 10 minutes. Or
Okay.
maybe you can eat from here while listening. You're okay?
ಹಿಂಗೆ ಕೂತಿದ್ದಾರೆ ದಾದ
ഇതങ്ങൾ കുത്തിക്കോ
ഞാൻ അതിനാ സാധനോട് അപ്പം തന്നെ ഞാൻ പറഞ്ഞു എനിക്ക് തരില്ലാന്ന് അറിയാം. ആ വന്നു യെസ്. Okay, done? All okay? Okay, now we filter this dxb, right? So, but this total is it correct? So, total supposed to be what? From here to here if you select, how much is it? So, you can see the total here, in the down, here. There is a 2290. You know this, right? This one, suppose if I want this total to be copied, no need to type it again. This one, you just click here, this one, and paste it. So that will be there, okay? Otherwise what happens, you select it, memorize it and type it. Yeah, just click and then you control V, okay? Because see, sometimes what you require is, you don't want to sum it, just you want the sum and you want to type it somewhere, correct? You select the cell and click here, this sum, or even the average also. Suppose if I want the maximum of this, just click here and click wherever you want, control V, so it will give you that. So that is actually, even though it looks like not copyable, you can copy it, okay? Okay, so now we will correct this sum. Okay, suppose say you are selecting this one, correct? You don't want the total to be put here, but you can see the total here, right? 2290 here in that down right corner. Okay? So you just click on this, so it is copied to your clipboard. When you click on that, it is copied. So just press Ctrl V. To paste it, yeah. So it is copied to your clipboard. So Hamada, for you it's new. Okay, now we will see how to correct this total. Can we? Done? Okay. So now this total is actually not the total of these 5 lines.
Yeah.
So we'll remove this one. So now, same, we'll put the alt equals. See, it is giving you a different formula. Previously when you press alt equals, no, it was giving sum. Now it is giving a subtotal. Yeah, and press enter. So, is that correct?
That is wrong.
That's also wrong? Okay.
It's wrong.
It is not wrong. See, it is there at the top. Here. See, 4608. Huh? Yeah, you instead of, say, if there is a filter, Excel will understand that sum will not work. So when you press alt equals, no, it will give you subtotal. The formula itself is a different. If I go here and if I look at subtotal is not just one sum. If I go here, no, see, you can see using the subtotal you can get the average, count. See, if you press 9 there, 9, it is a sum. If you want minimum, there is a 5. If I put say average 1, so it is not total, it is a average. So if I want average, no, so with the same subtotal you can have more. See, this is the average and this is a sum, this is a max, this is a minimum. Okay, same formula, I'm just copying here. I can copy the formula like this. See, there is a difference between copying the formula from here. If I copy the formula and paste it here, what happens is your cells will be changed. Suppose if I am here, it is copying from there to 69, correct? Row number 69. When I copy here, it is going to 70. So that will get shifted because you are copying the formula down. No? So to avoid that, what you should be doing is you copy from here. No, sorry. I'll delete this one. I can copy the formula from here also. And go here. You can paste it. And for the sum, instead of 1, I should be using what? No. See. Average was 1. So sum is what?
How to...
9, right?
Yeah, how
So
to,
this is a sum. Like that you can have in the same formula, you can have 10 different
but
functionalities.
how to set up a formula for a specific formula?
Means I didn't get
Like
it.
if I want not all the columns to be like 2 columns sounds to be shown in this column, not all. Oh,
2 columns. Yeah, it is only 1 column, no? I mean, or a row.
no,
You
in this, okay, not in this case, some other cases. Some not require all columns, some but only the filtered ones.
Columns are the rows you are talking about. I mean, is a row. See, now we filtered only 14 rows. If you see here, no? See, out of 66 rows, 14 are filtered. That means DXB1 has 14 rows. That 14 rows total only we are showing here. Again, we'll
But I'm talking
here,
yeah.
1 second, again maximum. To get the maximum, you may not remember this. What you can do is, you delete this and press the, you will see what is the maximum, 4, correct?
Manually we can set up the formula also, no? Like equal to...
Yeah, see, equals subtotal. See, if you remember this, you can say subtotal. No need to type everything. Just after that, no, when it comes, no, just press tab.
Okay.
So no need to type everything, putting the bracket and all not required. Suppose say, if I press yes, it is showing you lot of yes, right? Starting with S. If you put SU, then some subtotal, everything coming. If I press B, again so you can use a down arrow and press tab button. So again you can select here whichever you want. Suppose if I want to say minimum, right? So like that you can use whichever like, okay? And again if I want to remove again subtotal, not necessary that you should be using only when it is filtered. Even if it is not filtered also, it will give you the correct value. So if I remove the filter, if I go down, see the totals are fine. So subtotal is universal. Even if it is filtered or not filtered, it will work fine. Sum will work only when it is not filtered. But subtotal has an additional parameter, so it is difficult for you to type and things like that. But if there is a chance of filtering the data, always use the subtotal. See, you have so many shortcuts, I mean, like.
इसमें जो गाड़ी जल्दी में अब तो पता चला वो मार्जिन से इधर है कौन से यार और मैं अभी है ट्रेन में मतलब नमस्कार ये शॉर्टकट अरे പഠിച്ചാ വളരെ യൂസ്ഫുൾ ആണ്
നിങ്ങള് സാധനം പറഞ്ഞില്ല റേറ്റ് പറഞ്ഞില്ല ഇല്ല നിങ്ങൾക്ക് അപ്പാർട്ട്മെന്റ് ഒന്ന് ചെക്ക് ചെയ്യണം നാളെ തിങ്കളാഴ്ച തൊട്ട് നിങ്ങള് പിന്നെ പാകത്തിന് തരാണെങ്കിൽ തിങ്കളാഴ്ച തൊട്ട് തരും നിങ്ങൾ പാകത്തിന്റെ റേറ്റ് തരികയാണെങ്കിൽ തിങ്കളാഴ്ച തരും നിങ്ങൾ ഫ്രീ ആണെങ്കിൽ അത് പറയാൻ പറ്റില്ല ഇപ്പോൾ ഒരു 3-4 MT ഫ്ലാറ്റുണ്ട് 3-4 ഫ്ലാറ്റുണ്ട് ഇപ്പോൾ നിലവിൽ
Which department you Yeah. Which is the shortcut you very most often use?
Control C, Control V.
Control V.
Control Z.
Yeah. So
Control V, Control C.
see, this is the one which I use very. I mean, I like. I mean, most like Control 1.
Core what?
Just press and see Control 1. What happens? Because there is very often everyone use it, but no one is aware of that. See, there is a format cell. See, format cell, no, many times we use right click, go to format cell to change the font or to highlight. Yeah, Control 1. And easy to remember as well. So, Control and 1, number 1. So, it's easy. Okay, this file I will share. There is a lot of shortcuts here as well. In this also there is, and with the explanation also what it does and things like that. Okay. And there is a function list also.
The sign of
What it does, I mean each, like some subtotal error, but and this, see the for the payroll and all you may require network days and things like that. Network days is actually it will exclude your holidays and holidays again it will calculate based on the weekends. Suppose in Middle East you have a weekend on Friday and Saturday. Other places it is on Saturday and Sunday. All those things you can mention there. There is a network international and there is a days. Here you can mention what is your weekend also. First day of the week also you can mention. And also you can add the holidays. Suppose you have a from and to date of the holiday. You are taking a leave of 30 days. You want to exclude the general holidays. All those things you can do this. Okay, we'll go. Okay.
That is for calendar.
Which one?
That holidays weekend and all.
Yeah, suppose if you have from and to date and you want to exclude all the holidays, weekends and all like that, so you can use that function. Okay. Have you used format painter? This one, brush. Okay. So that is useful. Suppose if I am doing, suppose this one I made it bold, italic, and underline, maybe color I change, and maybe I change to this one. All this function, that means I clicked 5 times here, right? So same format if I want to apply to some other cell, select this cell and select this one and click here. So that same format will be applied. So no need to go and do that again, right? Suppose if I want to do it for 10 cells, what I have to do? Click here, again click here, click here. So this is not again not efficient, so do the double click as you said. So you select this, make it double click. Then see, this brush is not going. If it is a double click, no, the brush remains. See, with the cursor, no, there is a brush. So this remains. So you can do that. Okay. And escape, press the escape button to remove it. Okay? Yeah. Okay. Again, if I want to apply for a particular, so I can just select this one, this format, and I can select entire thing and leave it. So everything has come back to the normal.
Which one?
No, again, if I want to bring back to the original one, no, select this one, press the again the brush, then select everything from here to here and leave it.
Select.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So here all this function you know, right? This is the alignment, all this.
Top and up, no? Which one? That is for column inside the column, right?
Yeah, inside that cell.
Inside the cell.
Yeah. So how to insert a row? Suppose if I want to insert a row here. Huh? Yeah. So you can select here and you can right click and insert also. So easy method is Control plus. Control plus will give you. So in your keyboard, if there is no side keyboard, no, you have to use Control Shift and plus, because plus is Shift plus, right? So you can use the Control minus to remove it. Control plus and Control minus. If you have this keyboard, no, you no need to use the Shift. If you have this key, otherwise you have to use the Shift. Shift and equals. I mean Shift and plus. Suppose, see, if you are selecting only the cell and pressing Control plus, it will give you a different one. I mean, whether you want to insert the cell. So, always you use the, select the cell, select the entire row, then use the Control plus and minus. Then it will insert it.
Minus doesn't work.
Minus not working.
Assumption ఎప్పుడు మరి కావాలి ఆ రో ఫుల్ సెలెక్ట్ అయ్యేదట కంట్రోల్ షిఫ్ట్ ప్లస్ అడిగి അതിനെ കൺട്രോൾ മൈനസ് അടിക്കും ഷിഫ്റ്റ് വേണ്ട അപ്പോൾ ഈ പ്ലസിനല്ലേ നമ്മൾ പ്ലസ് അടിക്കണേ ഈ പ്ലസിന് വേണ്ടി ആ ഷിഫ്റ്റ് അടിക്കണേ മൈനസ് ആണെങ്കിൽ ഡയറക്റ്റ് മൈനസ് അല്ല ഓൾ ഗോട്ട് ഇറ്റ് insert and delete. To remove it, no need of shift. Just press the control and minus. Yeah. Hello, okay?
Or undo. If anything is not working, go to undo.
Control Z.
It's like keyboard not phone, press F1 to continue. No keyboard, then auto press. Okay. Have you set the password any time? Your to file, to your Excel file. Suppose you want to set a password. Okay. So you can.
I remember you showed us
Okay.
over 5 years before.
Control S is to save, right? So you can press the F12 to control save as. See this window will come. So otherwise you can go to file and there is a save as also. Another step. Here. This is one method. File and save as or press F12. Yeah, 12, 11, 12. F12. F12 will give you save as. Otherwise, you go to the file and save as, right? So better option is go to F12 here. After F12, you go to this tools here, tools. After pressing F12, you will get this dialog, right? Save as file. Go to tools and go to general options. Is everyone following? It's okay?
Tools and?
Tools and general options. Function F12 maybe in your case. Yeah. Tools and general options. General option, it will give you two options. See, password to open, password to modify.
Go to tools, okay.
General option. Give something which you can remember. Say, I am just putting A and A maybe here and press OK. So again, it will asking you to reconfirm. But just remember that if you forget the password, you won't get it back. I mean, again, your file is gone. Okay. Okay. I'm just showing you the option.
No
maybe
option, forget password.
No, sometimes you may require to send some file to someone and you want only them to open it or no one else to open. Then yeah, you tell them the password over phone or whatever, not some problem. Shall we go to the next one? Okay. Suppose if I want to highlight all the values above, say 100 here. Okay, I want to just see the high value items. Maybe in your business scenario only, you don't want to look at a small items. You want to see only the bigger item. So you select that column, go to conditional formatting here, highlight and say greater than, and I'll put 100 here. Okay. See, all the 100 is highlighted here. Okay. Tomorrow if this becomes, say, this is 280 here, right? See, if I make this one say 40, so it is changing automatically. I mean, you need to highlight again. So the formula is there. There's a condition. So in conditional formatting, there are a lot of things like, so I will remove this. To remove the conditional formatting, you can do one thing. Go to here, conditional formatting, and I will manage clear row. Entire sheet. Suppose if I want to highlight the duplicate in this, maybe what is it? If I want to see any items are sold again and things like that, select here, conditional formatting, highlight, and duplicate values. Under conditional formatting, there are a lot of things.
I'm normally using every type of.
Duplicate values, okay.
It will come with the pink, yeah.
Yeah, I think everything is duplicated there. Most of things are duplicated, I think. So if I
Then filter it and send.
see, this one is not duplicate, so it is not highlighted, right? So you can, what you
In this duplicate value, there should be 2 pages, right?
2 pages, sir.
I know. Yeah. The duplicate value from which sheet?
No, this one, this column is selected. In this column, any repetition is there. See, this one is very useful for you whenever you make a report or anything. So try out different options. See, there is a data bar, there is a color bar and things like that. Suppose if I want to use the data bar, I will select only the certain thing. See, along with the value, I just want to show the bar also. See, I can go here, data bar. See. Or maybe this one, or this color. See, different colors. See, now if you see this 280 is in this color, green, this one is in green, right? So this, if I make it bigger one, so it's changed to a different color. So it is easily, you can track your high value, low value. You are using it?
Again.
One more time he's asking
Okay.
to explain.
Here, sometimes you want to, along with the value, you want to highlight a small bar within that, data bar or whatever. You can use this functionality, data bar, this one. What is that? This one or whatever, whichever value. Here what happens is sometimes if it is a sales sheet, you want very high value to be highlighted. Maybe you want to track only the high sales, bigger sales. Or if it is an expense, you want to track maybe the high expenses. So you can use any of this to show that. This data bar will show you, see this, 220 is having a smaller bar, right? 285 is a bigger bar. If you come to the next third one, 95 is still smaller.
You mean say it's tracking a graph?
Yeah, graph within the cell. Within the cell, the graph. See 960 is bigger one. See 960 is the biggest, almost full. Okay? Or you can use the icon sets also. See, this one is showing you, these are down only. This 960 is up. Correct? This one is very big value. That's why I'll make it little smaller.
This conditional formatting duplicate values is something similar to VLOOKUP, right?
No. VLOOKUP is totally different and conditional. This duplicate is different. See, icon sets you can use different sets. Maybe here or this one. This one, see. If you look at this now, see this. The bigger one is having a green arrow. Oh, okay. I should not touch. That is a touch screen, no? Yeah, is it touch? Yeah. So I can use this one. So here, so bigger value is up arrow, and this average value is having a horizontal, and whichever is down. So these are for the sales report or whatever report, no? Even the payroll, you can use it. So you can beautify your report within 1 minute, whatever it looks good.
This color.
Which one?
Remove the conditional formatting.
Yeah, so suppose I selected this one now. So I don't want this to be there. So you can, suppose you have in 2-3 places. You can remove everything together, going to this clear rule and clear from the entire sheet. Or if you want to remove only from here, select the column and go here and say clear rule and clear from the selected cells. So that the first column remains, this one is gone, right? And this is a very simple conditional formatting. There are a lot of things you can do it. Suppose you have a passport list. You want to set a color at the expiry date, maybe 30 days before at red, 60 days before orange. I think you have a sheet, right? You have a sheet, that one. Yeah, once I made for Ahmad or someone else. Now no excuse. Now no excuse. You should put the conditional formatting. Okay. Okay, here we'll put some simple formulas here. We'll calculate the amount. Suppose if I want to see how much is the value. So how do we put the formula? Suppose if I have a quantity sold here and there is a unit cost. So what should be the formula? You multiply your quantity with the price, right? To get the value. Suppose your one unit is 10 dirham, 2 units means 2 into 10, that's 20 dirham. So same thing here you do. Every formula starts with equal sign. So just equals and select this one, into is that star.
Put the,
Star.
okay.
And select this one. So this is because this is 0, right? So I'll just put maybe, so you have this value.
So it's
Equal to, and see if I press F2 button, so it will show you what is the formula there. And you can see the color. See this F3 is in blue, right? This blue is this one. This one is in, what is that, brown or this color, red. So suppose if you have more cell values, it will show in different colors to easily track that. Okay? Okay, Sharfu?
Yes.
Okay. Now you can, this formula is only for this line, right? So you can drag it, or you can copy and paste it, or other method is you can in the corner you just double click here. Here. There is a plus comes no the corner. But the double click you should be careful, because if there is a break here, it will not go down. So it will stop there. Okay? Suppose if I have a no cell here.
Then it will stop.
Yeah.
Right?
So you should make sure that it is, but it is going because we made it the table kind of thing. So better you can do it, but make sure that you go down and see that whether it's there or not. Okay, we'll double click and finish this. There is a recording and there is a team meeting, everything is going on in this. That is why it is not. Yeah. Now this also you can sum it up here. So to sum that, you can just copy this and paste it also. If you look at the formula, see how the changes happen. See here, it is going from G3 to G69. Same formula, if I copy here, this column is H, right? So it's going from H3, same number of rows, but it's shifted to the other side. But formula, if you copy it down, your row will be shifted. If you copy it to the right side, your column will be shifted. Okay, we'll go to the next one. So I think too much. Okay, so if I want 1, 2, 3, 4 like that numbers, so what you should be doing is you put 1 and 2, then you drag it.
Yeah.
You type 1 and 2, then you drag it.
Drag from the column.
Yeah, this car. Yeah.
Just drag.
I am able to do this. Okay, this way. If you just press, if you put just 1 and drag it, only 1 will come. So 1 and 2, so 1 also you can drag it, but okay. If you want 5, 10, 15 like that, you just type 5 and 10 in the beginning, then you drag it. And if you want the date, you just again you type one date and drag it. Okay.
It will, okay.
So if you want the end of the month, what you should be doing?
What do you call
Yeah.
formula, right?
No, you have 31st Jan. I want 28th February.
Right click.
Now here you type it in two rows. Here, if you drag here, Excel doesn't understand what exactly you want. It is there in your mind that you want end of month. But if you just drag it, it thinks that okay, next day it's one. So it will give you 1st February. So what you should be doing is here you put 28th 19, right? Now you select both and drag it. This is useful for payroll days. Say they want to know the end of month, so you can.
But it is May, June, July.
And here, see, the leap year also taken care. Here, 2020 have a 29 days. See, there is a formula called EO month, end of month. That will give you month end, any date. Suppose if I want to know the month end of this 18th January, so it will give you 31st. Here I put, if I put say 4 months, instead of 0, 3 months or whatever. See, it's give you the 3rd month last day. See, this was the day we were trying. If I, for this date, if you look at the formula, what I put is end of month and 3 months. That means if you put 0, it will be January, February, March, April. So 3rd month last day. These are mostly useful in payroll and other places. Okay. These all you just put the Jan and drag it, it will give you Jan, February like that. If you put full January, it will give you this way. If you just Monday, Tuesday, you just drag it, so it will be in the small letter, see. And if it is in Monday, it is in uppercase, right? The same way it will come, see. So if you have full, same way if employee 001, so if I want 0203, just put this. No control. I mean, just type whatever the format it wants. So
And drag that.
yeah. So okay, this one.
Yeah.
And again, this one I have shown that no, already the formatting. This date, why this hash is showing is because there is no space here. Okay. So you can select and just press Control. See, this way also you can format it.
Which way? Control?
See, select the data and Control T. Control T will make it as a table. So it will set the format, everything.
Control T, set the formula also.
No formula here, no. It is only the amount. Suppose, see this one, I want to, I select this. So you can press Control A to select this data, and Control T. T table you can remember, right? Control T. So then, and again this one, see it will show you different tab. You will see the table design option here. Here, if it is a table, you will have the new option called table design. So here you can change the color, whichever color you want. This. See, dark or whatever. See, no need to select it. You can just move the mouse over that and it will show you whichever you like it. You select. Control T doesn't work. T table.
So Q is different.
Okay, formula we have seen already, right?
T40.
Formula. You want to see anything else? Okay. Sometimes when you make a report or anything, no, you want to put some comments. Maybe, so this is, here it is showing you 0 here. Maybe you want to put some comments so that your manager will see why that is 0. So you can right click. And there are two things. One is a new comment and new note. So comment is like a chat box. Suppose here will say the unseason or what I can say. I can press it. So the next person also can add anything. So this is like a continuous history will be there. This is a comment. But if you use the node, it is like a single one. Suppose new node. In the older version, this was comment actually. In Excel, older version, this was a comment. So here you can put. So whenever you are there, here it is continuously showing, right? So you can hide it. You can go to view for that. Okay. If you go here and say show or hide, it will hide means it will show only when you are there at the cell. Here. So if multiple people are opening this file and they are putting the comment, then it will show one by one. Suppose there is a file which is reviewed by say 10 people in the team, so each one can put their comments and everything will be there in there. This is a note, this is comment. So it will show you which time, who put that, everything will be there.
You can view the different comment. Different comment.
Yeah. And sometimes when you want to print it, no, this comment also you want to see. So Control P is for printing. Okay. And you can go to the page setup and where is that? Sheet. Here you can see at the end of sheet or whatever you can. See this. Okay.
So it will come in one sheet?
Yeah, this is bigger, so it's going off. I mean, okay. So that you can set it as you want.
Or landscape?
Yeah, I mean you adjust it whichever way you want.
But then still it's not showing in the view.
No, it's showing in the second page. It has gone to the second. It will show at the end only, not at the cell. Each cell it doesn't show. See, the option is here, comments and notes. By default it is none. It will not show. Other one is as displayed on the sheet. This will show only the note, not the comment. If note will be a bigger one, no? It may be having 100 lines. Comment means is single. So if I put comment only, then it will show here. That also gone next one.
So the comment will be shown in the shape folder. So the next person will be seen.
Yeah.
Any comments?
Yeah.
There is a highlight.
This cell error also. And here to set up you have all the options like landscape or portrait and stuff like that. Sorting. Okay. So sorting, you know, right? You select it and you press this one button. Under data also it is available. You go and do the sorting. So when you do the sort this way, it will sort by the first column only. It doesn't care about the other columns or anything. So if you want a particular column, maybe I want column by D. So go to this sort, this one, not this one, go to this one. In this sort, you can choose which column you want to sort. So I can select maybe by salesperson, and within salesperson, I want by region, and maybe within that, again I want by, I don't know, item. So I can press Control. So under Adams, so then Midwest, and then Andrews, then Black, like that. So you can have a different sort order. I think this all you are using it, right? It's fine.
Select here. Data pool. Place out. Sheet table. ഓരോ എവിടോട്ട് സോർട്ടിങ് സെറ്റ് ചെയ്യുക. ഫസ്റ്റ് സോഴ്സ് അനുസരിച്ച് ഇനി രണ്ടാമത്തെ സോർട്ടിങ് സെറ്റ് ചെയ്യും.
See, suppose you have a, search option, right? In Excel, search and replace. There is a search and there is a replace also.
Control F.
Control F will give you find, and there is a Control H will give you find and replace also. Same window, and instead of find, it is showing you replace.
Control H will give you find and replace that.
Yeah, find and replace. Okay. So, say we have a cell like this. Suppose if I made some formats and all. Same thing I will apply to many places. So I want to find all the cells of this format. See, you can search by text, right? Same way you can search by format also. When I go here, Control F, because this format is having if you go with the text, it will not give you everything, because this part like this engine oil, this brake fluid. So what you can do is say go to the format here and say choose from format from cell and select which format you want and say find all. See all the cell. See all those things are selected. These are selected. If I see all these are selected. So when I go back to Control F. So but you should make sure that this is cleared. Next time when you do the search, no, it will go wrong. It will not give you any result. So you can go here format and clear find format. If I want to replace each with maybe pieces, so I can press Control H. Here I will search each and maybe pieces. I'll say you can do find all, then you replace it, or you can say replace all also. If you are sure, you can say replace all. So everything is replaced. It will give you 29.
Control H.
Yeah.
You have to select first.
Yeah. Suppose if you want to convert to small case, see this one is in everything is in uppercase, right? So you can change it to lower case, lower, and you select this. See everything is changed. Or if you want already upper is there. Suppose if I want only the first letter to be capital, so you can put proper.
It's already put up.
So this also again normally the payroll or HR, this is useful. Suppose you have a name, person name, and you want first letter to be capital. This way you can convert it. This formula is, so you have a lower, there is a upper, there is a proper. Okay. Okay. Yeah, we'll stop here. I mean, if you don't have any questions. So if you have any questions, format to enter and you select it. Okay. If you double click it, it will remain. You can do it for multiple places. If it's a single click, it will be only once.